Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we'll discuss uh not discuss we'll code along in this video for we'll practice for machine coding rounds and all of that. So they are pretty common, especially in the front end interviews. This question that I have taken is it was asked in Myntra and Zepto. It is from a Medium article. So the person was asked to build a form-based UI using React.js and code sandbox and all of that. He or she, whoever, had to include three tags: profile, interest, and settings. And accordingly, they should have the questions in them like age field and theme in the settings, and interest would be like checkboxes. And then they had to incorporate drop downs, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc. There should be a okay, so here's the important part. uh Data persistence should be there, and a submit button should be only after, like it should be a step form, like you go to first page, then you go to second page, then you go to third page, and then you are able to submit it. So the same thing is said to create over here. And then they discussed upon scalability and maintainability. So we'll try to do this question, uh, how we would do it in if it was given to us in our machine coding round. Okay. So this is the platform where they were asked code sandbox. So here we'll come and we'll create a environment, a React environment. Okay, create. So this creates a basically a setup for us where we can just code in these interview kind of things and all of that. Okay, so okay. So for the first thing that we should do always in any of these things, in any interview basically, is we should clarify with the interviewer if we have understood the question well or not. So according to my understanding, I would like start the conversation by saying, okay, so you want me to build maybe I can keep commenting also the important words only. Also we have to do all this in a time bound manner, so we have to be quick in all of that. So okay, so you want me to build a tabs menu which would have currently it would have three tabs: profile, interest, and settings. There should be data persistence across all the tabs. uh, there should be relevant fields inside them and validation, and the form should be a step form. Okay, so just for our convenience, we'll just do two tabs, which would be the profile and interest. It is because the profile tab and the settings tab is all the more same thing. So we'll just do these two, right? Okay. Okay. So after you have clarified all of this, uh, we'll continue talking to our interviewer. We'll always explain our thought process along with coding so that the interview is not, like a test, but a bit of conversation or discussion. Okay. So now, first of all, I will create a components folder, and I will create a in the source folder. I will create a utils folder. It will contain all of, and in that I will create a constants Tents dot type JavaScript. Also, if possible, try to remember all the shortcut keys, and any like any extension if you are able to download even in code sandbox, etc. Because interviewers, I have read somewhere that they like these things maybe. Okay, so first of all I will create an array of tabs menu which will contain all the information about the tabs which we have to render on the screen over here. So every tab will have its name and a component attached to it, which would be rendered when I will click on the name of the tab. Okay. So next would be interest. Interest, and the component would be interest. And why did I put it over here like this? This also makes the code more reusable. It is possible in future we might have more menu cards, for example settings, or anything themes or anything like that. So we don't have to change the main code, we can just add it over here and our code would automatically uh, adjust according to this. Okay. So first of all, in our app.js, okay. Now we want to first of all we want to render all the tabs menu over here. Okay. So we'll import all of these. We will map over them and we'll just render them on the screen. Okay. So tabs menu, it is imported. Dot map current menu. Now you have to return map. Okay. Maybe it can come inside an unordered list, and it will have a list, and it would be because using correct HTML tags plays some part in search engine optimization also, where it would be menu dot name. Okay. So profile is not defined. File is not defined. Component is file and interests. Okay, so let's just do this right now. Let's see. Okay, now we have this. We can take the styling also in consideration. We can put a class name, maybe my list. Then in the styles dot css dot minus. Okay, so list style. Now this is gone. And over here, class name, uh, UI maybe. UI, dot UI, display flex. Yeah, and margin. Margin should come over here because it should not border to pixel, and oh, margin should be 3 pixel like. Yeah, now we have it. And yeah, I think this is enough. Um, Now we want that when we click on it, we should get the profile and interest component. let's just create the profile component file dot JSX uh, code wants profile equals to this arrow function, and we return just a div right now, which says now we can do the same thing uh, in the interactions dot shape. Now using control D we can just okay. Now I think in the constants it should I should do like yeah, now it is not giving the error, right? Because earlier we did not import, we did not have interest and profile available. Okay. Now the next thing we have to do is on clicking of this, we need to render the profile component if profile is clicked and interest component if interest is clicked. Okay. So we need to use a state for this, which would be active tab comma set active tab, which would be the index of the use state. This would be the index of current active tab. Okay. Initially, maybe it's none. Okay. Uh, and I'll okay. Now, whenever somebody clicks on this, on click, yeah. So I need to send it parameterized. So I'll have to use a callback function. If it was not parameterized, I would have skipped this arrow thing. Okay. So now handle change and I need to send the index. Okay. Menu comma index maybe. And also index is one thing. See if I have the index. What can I do? Let's just create the function first. Handle change. This is a function which sets active tab to the index, right? Okay, to the index, which would be given in the input. Okay, now we will have a const active component, active component, which is if we have an active tab, like if it's not null, then active component is tabs menu of active tab if it is optional chaining dot component, otherwise just keep it now. Okay, now okay, in this div below this conditional rendering will go with conditional rendering. If we have an active component, then render it, otherwise no tab open. Okay, let's check. Thing is happening. Oh no, no, it's happening. It's not happening for profile. Oh, why? Trust profile, it's coming. No tab open. Um, why is it happening like this? Okay. One thing we can do is then can just index this, this. I can put the index over here only, and then whatever is clicked right now, menu dot now should on interest. Interest is coming. Why is profile not coming? The menu of active tab. Uh, this is the zeroth element, right? And this should be the component. Oh my god, why is it happening like this? Is this because of this? Is it export return dev? We have this. P is capital also. Oh my god. We have the index tabs menu of active tab. See, when we click on this, the index is uh, 0, right? Index is 0. Okay. So it goes 0 goes over here, active tab is set as 0. If active tab uh, is not equal to null, maybe it is mistaking 0 for, yeah, now it is red. It was mistaking 0 and null. Okay. Okay, so now on clicking, we get the component. Okay, now what was the next step? Next step is we need to create the form element inside the profile and interest, all of that. And one thing that they have said is it should be persistent across all of the times. See, if we will use a local state over here, if we do a const name and age, etc., and set name, set age, then if we will switch between interest and profile, we'll lose it because every time the component would be changed, the local state of the profile component would be lost. But we don't want that. So what we can do is, here comes the concept of controlled components. We can control the state of these two components from its parent, which is this app, the main root folder. We can we what we will do is we will not allow them to have the local state. We will give them the controlled state, which we will give them a top level state which is controlled by the parent component. Then we'll pass on the set name props set name thing function as a prop to the profile component, and whenever we would have to change it, then it would change. And this whole concept is also known as lifting state. Okay. Okay, so let's just do this. So we will have a const. So we should have a what do we say, a central top level state, right? And we will pass it in the props. So if we have a data comma set data, okay, use state. Initially name is ABCD and email is abcd at gmail.com. Okay. Is it correct, right? And then they also said to have an interest thing, and interests should be an array. And because a person can have multiple interests like of music, dance, art. Okay. So over here we have a central state now, and we'll just pass these to these props, these components, sorry, as props. Okay. Like this, we'll achieve data persistency over multiple tabs, and we will able and this basically lifts the state up to the parent component. Okay. So first of all, let's just build basically y label slash label. I think it should auto complete, right? But it's not that. Then it should have an input box. I should put. So the kind of a bug in code sandbox. It like it should, like if I have typed input, it should, like in VS Code, it should automatically like write this. I should not do this thing. Okay, but so now type should be text. Okay. And then next could be age, and type can be a number basically. Okay, let's see. Oh, text is not defined. Type, oh, this. Words and and over here email we wrote in the mail, and this is okay. Currently I'm doing text. When we will do validation, we can just do this as email. So that would be our validation thing. Okay. So now let's just see over here we have this. Okay. We can have it in a list format over here, and then just do this. Uh, okay, it's okay. Now we'll get, what would we get? We will get data and set data from the parent component as props. Okay. So set data comma set data if component data is equals to data, and set data is equals to set. Now let's see. Okay. Now we have to destructure. Okay. Const name comma age equals to date, and value is equals to name, and value is equals to name. Sorry, age. Oh my god, where did this age come from? This. Okay. So we have the values. Now we just have to do that whenever I see. Currently I'm typing, but nothing is happening, right? Okay. So we have to write a function which handles the change. On change is equals to a function which takes e and passes it to handle change, and gives e comma, okay, maybe into e dot target dot value. Okay. So now we will have a function handle change, which would handle the changes whenever somebody types in, and it would update the state e. And what we will do is we'll set data. How we will set it? Oh my god, what's happening? Yeah. So we will have a previous state in it. State, T-A-T-E, state in it. And we'll just spread the previous state, which is a basic JavaScript function. And then what we will do is, um, fit is, we will have to comma item we need to pass. So that, just a second. Okay. E comma what item we need to change, and then item is equals to e dot target dot what, and now it is given error. Yeah, because I did not close it inside. I Yeah, let's see if something no name and email. mm, email. Now on change, handle change. So I'm typing, but nothing is happening, right? Value should be okay. But value is never read. So we need to, over here name, we need to change the value, right? Set data, the item, which would be okay. So nothing is happening. Okay. Let's see. Oh, maybe data. Nothing is happening. Okay, on change, we have to handle the change, right? So I'm passing the E and I'm passing this item where we need to change the data. Okay, so we will have a previous state, something will just spread it, will not change the previous state. And whatever is the item, we'll just set it to the whatever the E dot target dot value is. Why is it not accepting? What is the issue? I think something is not right over here. Data is data, set data, data, set data, use state. Need to update the state, right, on the change of the uh, on the change of uh, the text area. Okay, I can do first data dot name and the dot target dot name. No, what is happening? So, no, this is not working. Why is it not working though? Okay, we have name, email, and we. What is the issue? Handle change. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, text value name. I think to pause the recording. There's no pause option. Okay, so my god, what's the issue? Let's just see. Profile item string. Oh, this is like this. Yeah, see now yeah, because oh my god. It was because this over here, this is the index for this, right? So we had to do this, these brackets. So just, oh my god. Should have known this. That's what I was thinking that I have spreaded this and then for the for whatever the item name is, we have to set this value in the data. What what else could be? So yeah, we had to use these braces. Okay, so now let's just try to change something and now change the tab and see we have the data persistent. Okay, so profile is completed. Now styles we don't need. Now we have interest. Over here, we will render some general options of index with checkboxes. From those, whatever user will select, we will store them in this array. Will update this thing. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Hmm. So we will have an array of interests, array of general purpose interest, general interests, just maybe coding, surfing, music, um, dance, reading, and write. Okay, sport, post. Okay, why is it? Maybe because of this. No, yeah. Out. So we'll just load the general. What is this? General interest. Sorry. What is it? So we'll load the general interest from the constants file and then we'll just map over them. General interests dot map in here and we'll return we return an input of type input. No, we'll also return a label, right? Div, div, and then what happened? No, nothing. So we'll return a label which will contain the name of the interest, which would be interest dot um, interest dot uh, oh right. I did not do it like this, right? Is it necessary though? Maybe we can just do an interest and then would be input slash input over here. Type would be a check. Let's just see. Yeah. So now what we need to do is, and name is whatever is the interest name, and checked is if we will import data and set data comma set data, and this would be checked if the interest array from the data contains contains like, okay, just a second. Cons Let's just destructure it. uh, okay. So we are destructuring it right now from the data. And okay, now we had this, if it is visible or not visible. uh, okay, see, by default nothing is checked, right? I hope so. Is it checked? Comment checked. Uh, okay, so currently nothing is checked, right? But by default, maybe we want to show all those interest checked if whatever the default that we get. Then we will just update whatever user selects or deselects. Maybe initially it was music was checked because over here we have this, but user was like, no, I don't like this. So we need to update this interest. So a checkbox would be checked if the interests array dot includes, which is a JavaScript function that we get the current interest. See, so dance. What did I miss? R. I did not write R. Okay. So by default, these okay. Now we just need to update the. Now see how simple it has become. If only we will just update the interest array, automatically these checkboxes would be updated. Okay. Whenever someone clicks on the checkbox, I need to handle the change. Mhm. Okay. What I need to handle is, first of all, I need to set the data. I will have a previous state. Okay. And this would be like this. I'll just spread the previous state, and in the interests array, what I will do is I'll check. Uh, okay, So, how would I update the interest array? I will have to do a conditional rendering. Okay. So, uh, e dot target if okay. So if the target is checked, e dot target dot check. If it is checked, then I need to include it into my interest array. So what I will do is array would be this previous state, comma, e dot target dot name. Otherwise, I will have to, if it is not checked, then whatever is the current interest, I need to filter it out and remove it out from the interest array. So it would be interests dot filter I. What all we have to filter? Wherever I is not equal to e dot target dot name. Okay, let's see now. Change uh, get from here, and I will just handle the change. And I guess, oh my god. If previous state is not iterable, why is it so? Is that plus brackets? No. Uh, in the array, I want to keep the previous state and I will to just add this thing. So why is it not allowing me to do this thing? Hmm. Previous state is not iterable. Let me just try unchecking something if the false version is working. Yeah, this is working. Only this part is not working. Hmm. And why is it not working? Uh, no, I cannot remove the previous state, right? Uh, oh my god, why is it not working though? If it is checked, I need to include this. So I use the spread operator. Uh, is it because of uh, how do I write it? Do I have to do something like this in the function thing? Previous state. Message unexpected token. So not this. Maybe this. No. Hmm. to iterate. Hmm. Let's just check over here. So previous state, oh, dot interest, because it is for intent and yeah, now it's working. And now is this working? Yeah, yeah. So over here, this was our mistake. Because previous state was of the whole data, like this whole, and we were trying to spread it inside the interest. So that was not allowed. Only the previous state of interest can be spread into interest, and then we can add the target dot name. Now, so two mistakes I did over here. One was in the profile, I did not add these braces because this was the key thing, key like key in the key value pair. This was the key, and I was just printing item and not the braces. So this is the first learning. And then second, over here I was trying to spread the previous state uh, of the whole data object. Instead, I had to spread it for all for only the interests thing. Okay, and now I can just at last put the submit button, and like data validation we can do in the type, we can put email, checkbox, etc. So yeah, this was it. So thank you for joining. I made two silly mistakes, bad mistakes. I hope I improve in future. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye.